Hello, happy Tuesday afternoon. I wanted to show you a little bit of my little pool situation. I don't have a pool, so I literally bought myself a pool, and it is a decent little size pool for chilling out and enjoying this nice hot Florida sun. So thank God for that, because this is my float and this is my little pool. Pardon my little skimmer right there. Yeah, it's a kitchen utensil, but you know what? Gets all the buggies or whatever out. But yeah, I got this on Amazon. I think it was like $42. I don't know. I'll have to find the name of it. I think I have the box in the house, but it's seriously something to create a little oasis, to give you just another little idea of what you can do to bypass this time and get some nice sun, you know. And if you live in a state that's cold and gloomy, guys, Netflix, seriously, I'll give you some. Let's talk about some Netflix titles. I don't know, I think my favorite thus far had to be Ozark. If you guys have not watched Ozark, I highly recommend it. Yeah, it is really good. It's about this family, Jason Bateman. I fell in love with this guy. Like, he was always, you know, an actor I grew up with, but he is like this financial advisor. Yeah. And he works for this big firm, and this firm has an account with the Mexican drug cartel. And basically, in a nutshell, he takes a look at the records. I guess his colleague was handling this major account, and so he sat down on this meeting to talk to one of the head guys hired by the drug cartel to pretty much basically inform them that someone's kind of skimming off the top of their money. And I guess they kind of had a suspicion that this was happening. Anyway, make a long story short, he basically gets involved. This family gets involved with the Mexican drug cartel, and I will just keep it at that. It is an amazing show. I don't remember how many seasons. 3? I think 3 literally just came out. So 3 seasons, and I binge watched it. It was that good. So Ozark is definitely highly recommended. My next would be Lock and Key. Now, if you are a Stranger Things type, Alice in Wonderland type mystery, I guess, suspense, sci-fi-ish type person, you really like Lock and Key. I have to say the first couple of episodes or so seemed a little like kiddish, slow, but the whole idea behind it was super cool, and I have to say it got so much better, and I loved Lock and Key. So give it a chance, because I think you guys, I'm sorry, I'm holding my phone, would really like it. So again, it's about this family who lost their dad tragically and goes back to this this house where the father grew up, and there's lots of mysteries to this house, and basically their last name is the Locks, and so hence the lock key house is what they call it. And they basically hear these whispers, these voices that leads them to keys that hold like mystery powers to the house, and it's really cool. And there's like a whole huge story behind the key house, and it's backdated to like the 1800s or whatever, but it's really good. So Lock and Key is definitely a show I recommend. What else? Better Call Saul is really good. And then Breaking Bad, which I heard that, I think Breaking Bad came out first, and then Better Call Saul came out first, and I think Breaking Bad is like came out next, but that's like the prequel to it or something. So I'm actually watching Breaking Bad right now, and it's funny as shit. Like, it's good. There's drama, there's comedy, there's like all kinds. I can't even explain. This family guy gets into, like, he's a chemistry teacher. He finds out he has lung cancer, and he has to pretty much like cook freaking meth to sell to pay his bills. Like, it's drama. It's funny as crap. It's really good. It's really good. There's Mexican drug cartel, I think, like, involved in that as well. So that's a good one. What else? I'm trying to remember, what else have I watched? Oh my God, Dynasty. Okay, I'm showing my age now. Like, I grew up watching Dynasty with my mom, and I was always a Blake Carrington type fan, and it's a modernized Dynasty, and I will say that I absolutely loved Dynasty. So if you like anything like that, try it. It's good. It's really good, actually. What else did I watch? I feel like I've watched so many. Oh, Fractured? Is it called Fractured? Oh my God, that is like such a twist. It's this guy and his wife and kid are like driving in some remote, like, middle of nowhere, and they happen to stop someplace, and the wife goes in the store, or back in the store, because I think the little girl like lost something. And so he's trying to, the little girl was outside the SUV, and she starts to go walking away from her dad, and he's not even paying attention what she's doing. And I guess she sees like this balloon, but there was like this drop. It looks like it was like a construction site or something. I don't know, but it was dangerous anyway. So this dog comes along the way, and he's like rabid, or I don't know. He's obviously a street dog, so he's definitely not nice. And the little girl notices him, and she starts to get a suspicion that he's not good. So she calls for her dad, who turns around, is like, okay, don't move. And she's stepping backwards, and he's trying to tell her to stop. And she falls backwards, and he dives in after her. And it is a huge twist. They go to the hospital. He checks in. They finally, after hours, take the mother and the daughter to go get observed. The daughter, but the mom goes and the dad doesn't. And several hours goes by, and he goes to check in on his family. Come to find out, they're like, you didn't check anybody in. Like, who are these people? We don't know who they are, what you're talking about. It is a nail-biting, edge-of-the-seat type of movie. And I believe it's called Fractured. You have to watch it. It is so, so good. So that was another one I watched. The Sinner was pretty good. That's with Jessica Biel. And there's like a lot of drama to it. If you've gone through like mental trauma or abuse in your life, it might be like a trigger for you. So like, I just like to kind of give that ahead of time, because some people get triggered by it, just because there's some stuff, it's a little messed up. But again, it's good. Very drama-esque type stuff. This girl like literally flips her crap on somebody and kills somebody, and it's like really Jessica Biel, like she goes mentally ballistic. But there's all reasons backing that up, and you know, history and stuff like that. So that's a really good is that episodes? No, that was a movie. Oh, and the last one that I watched was a show called You. Most of you probably heard of this. I don't know if any of you guys have watched it. It is really, really good. Basically, this guy, the main character, and I forgot his name. Oh my God, Will? Is it Will? I don't remember. I've watched so many damn things on... I'm probably getting my characters mixed up. I want to say Will, but in any case, he pretty much on every girl that literally he meets, he becomes obsessed with. And he becomes obsessed with this girl called Beck. Her name's Beck. And yeah, like he stalks her, he follows her, he goes everywhere. And one night in particular, she had gotten drunk and fell on, like, in the subway, fell on the tracks, and he saves her, but he keeps her phone. So he leads her to believe that she lost her phone, and she didn't. So even when she like gets another phone, like she's still logged into the cloud and stuff. So even though the other phone is like quote unquote shut off, like he can still get Wi-Fi on it, and totally like stalks her on like all her, you know, her YouTube, her social profiles, gets her messages. Like, it's freaking crazy. And this guy's like a total psycho. And sometimes he's so down to earth and so sane and makes so much sense, but he's a psycho. And there's like total good reasons for that too. But that was a really good series. And a lot of people are like, oh, it's boring. Just stick with it. Trust me, it gets good. And there's twists and turns, and it's good. It's good. It's good. So I'll leave that there. And I think that's really it. But just wanted to pop in and say hi and show you my little oasis that I created myself. So I'm going to continue to enjoy this Florida sun, and I hope you guys are doing well. And yeah, if you're new here, thank you for sticking around, saying hi, and watching my video on chilling with me. Yeah, make sure you give it a like and hit that notification bell for upcoming videos. And you know, give me some love. I need it. We all need a little love. All right, guys, till next time. Love you, kisses, and I will see you soon. Bye.